Scripture study, Isaiah chapter 2, verses 13 through 22, narrated by Brother Rich Nath. And upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks, and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? What is being described in these verses? This is further description of what will happen on the day of the Lord. See verse 12. It's all summarized in verse 17. The loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. In verse 13, the trees represent people who are lifted up. Verses 14 through 16 reference structures and other things that are lifted up. All of these shall be brought low on the day of the Lord. What is being described in verses 19 through 21? On the day of the Lord, the wicked will be fearful and try to hide, but to no avail. They will realize, too late, that all of the things they thought were important and valuable are worthless. How does this chapter end? In verse 22, Isaiah urges Israel to not trust in man who is mortal, but rather to trust in the Lord.